What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and since Regulation J is very nearly over, I thought goofy team time. So I borrowed this team from my friend the Urban Ranger with all Swords of Justice. We've got Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion, Keldeo, and then for two more sword mons, we've got Intrepid Sword Zacian and Sword of Ruin Chien-Pao. Not everything on here has a sword move. The Chien-Pao doesn't have a sword move, but these are all the swords, and it's just a goofy team with honestly really bad type synergy. But we've got a very powerful Stellar Tera Zacian with Chien-Pao Sword of Ruin and Scarf Sword of Ruin, Icy Wind. We can get some speed control, we can drop their defenses, and we can do some big time damage. Keldeo with Splash Plate and Muddy Water should be pretty good into fire types that give Zacian trouble. The one fire type that we can't really handle though is like Koraidon when it becomes a fire type, because the sun will reduce that damage. Then we've got an Electric Seed Cobalion. We don't have electric terrain here, but a lot of opponents might have Miraidon, though as soon as you bring an Electric Seed strat like this, you're never going to see a Miraidon, just watch. But we've got Iron Defense Body Press, which can do a ton of damage, become extremely bulky on the physical side, not so much on the special side, but if we can bring them all down to physical attackers and set up an Iron Defense, Cobalion can do some work. Then we've got Virizion. Virizion here is more of support. It's got Taunt, it's got Helping Hand, it's got a couple attacks to attack, and it's got Covert Cloak, so it can do some stuff. Covert Cloak plus Taunt is a good combo. If they try to fake out and Trick Room, for example, you can shut that down. And Fire Terra will help you live a Glacial Lance if that's an issue. And then we just got Terrakion. It's just a Choice Band Terrakion. Close Combat, Rock Slide, Tera Blast Ground, Sacred Sword. It's just here to do some big damage, and I hope I see it do some big damage today. But anyways, let's jump on into some battles. Alright, we got a matchup here. They've just brought Dragonite, Archaludon, Fluttermane, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Urshifu, and Whimsicott. Actually, that's a Reg F team. Okay, I'm cool with that. Keldeo fits in a lot better with Reg F, if I'm being honest, than anything else. They have Whimsicott, so they have good speed control. The only answers they really have to are real restricted, though, is they can't set rain, can they? I guess they have Urshifu, but like Ursaluna mostly. So I don't hate Zacian and Keldeo because we can threaten the fairies that threaten Keldeo, and Keldeo can threaten the Ursaluna. So honestly, those two at the front makes sense. I don't like Scarf Chien-Pao here because if they get Tailwind up and just outspeed us anyway, it's meh. Cobalion is okay. Especially with that Iron Defense, could do some stuff. But we're weak to Urshifu. It must be Terra Dragon. Okay. And then finally, Choice Band Terrakion, because funny. Alright. Perfect. Yeah, if we're able to either stall out Tailwind or, I don't know, threaten the Whimsicott. Ooh, that's a really good trainer card. Alright, Fluttermane, Archaludon. Sounds good to me. They've got booster energy, I like to see that. Special attack, I really like to see that. Alright, Behemoth Blade, you're gone. And then I think, because Secret Sword does physical damage with your special attack stat, so it actually doesn't hit Archaludon very hard. So I think we're going to just protect Keldeo for now, in case they have like Power Herb Electro Shot or something. And then Fluttermane's either not protecting or is slower than Keldeo. Okay, it's not protecting. Goodbye, Fluttermane. Alright, biggest problem for Keldeo is out of the way. Now show me you have Power Herb Electro Shot and you can't do it twice. Flash Cannon into our Zacian. Okay, that did a lot. Whimsicott. Alright, another fairy for us to smack with our sword. We'll do that. And I guess I'll throw a Secret Sword at Archaludon now. I could get Encored into Protect, I don't know if that gains them enough momentum, though. Sure. Keldeo, protect again. Here's a blade for your Whimsicott. Bonk. Sash. Okay. I would love to be able to Aqua Jet now, but cannot. Protect at least fails, so we could succeed next turn with it. Yeah, and now they have the play to Tailwind Flash Cannon. So I think I can get Cobalion and Terrakion on the field. Yeah, I could go to Cobalion on the Flash Cannon. And go to Terrakion in the opposite slot. And then possibly take advantage of ground Tera Blast Terrakion the next turn, depending on what happens here. If Terrakion, yeah, because if they just Tailwind Flash Cannon Zacian, which is what I expect to see, that won't do much damage and Terrakion gets in safely. No Tailwind! Ursaluna, no Tailwind. Okay. And we do see the Flash Cannon at least. Cool. Alright, Terrakion, pick a target and blow it up. We're gonna launch a Choice Band Close Combat. And maybe Terra, just so we're not weak to everything. Could be good. Yeah, I think I'll just launch a Body Press at our Chaladon. Terra Ground Terrakion defensively, and rip a Close Combat into the bear. Because if I'm weak to Steel, I can probably get one-shot by that Archaladon. But if I remove my Steel weakness, I should be okay. Same thing with Earth Power from the bear. If it has a defensive Terra for this, and then launches an Earth Power, we might be able to live that now. If it goes like Blood Moon into us. Body Press should do a decent chunk. Yes, it does. They do have stamina, but that was more damage than I expected. Here's Close Combat. Good. What? Huh? Ursaluna, what? You're insane! Alright, hopefully we live this. Yep, we do. Perfect. Yeah, and Earth Power should take out Cobalion. That's fine, though. And they were Life Orb Ursaluna this whole time. Good. I can work with that. Is my Aqua Jet onto Whimsicott going to work? Probably not, because if they use a Prankster move, they'll go before Keldeo, assuming they're trained to be fast enough. Yeah, we're not extremely fast. And they're Sash Whimsicott, so they should be max speed. But I think I go for the Aqua Jet anyway. And I'm locked into Close Combat on Archaladon. Okay, we're either they were going for an attack, it seems. I'm cool with that. Goodbye, Whims. Keldeo gets a KO. And then since you never got Tailwind up, bye-bye Archaladon. Nice. That Ursaluna just took that Close Combat. That thing's insane. Like, what? This is Choice Band Terrakion. Deserves to be on the trainer card. GG. Alright, here we got, ooh, the classic. Shadow Rider plus Zamazenta. Oh. Oh. I see. Okay. 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 Okay, okay, don't use Terrakion. What? Oh no. Alright, so Scarf Chenpao with Crunch could be pretty good. At least to threaten something. Oh no. Oh, Zacian's good. I'm a little thrown off here. Yeah, speed control with Zacian. The Tornadus could be an issue. But Chenpao is really good. We got Terra Ghost, we'll probably have to pop that. I think it is Cobalion and Keldeo, but I'm not super confident on Keldeo here. Virizion with Taunt on lead against Smeargle could have been nice. I don't think we need to do that. Okay, no trainer card. Smeargle Tornadus. Alright, that's... could be better. What are you gonna do? Tailwind Spore something? Even if you do, I don't really care. I'm gonna crunch your Smeargle. And Behemoth Blade your Smeargle, if I'm being honest. I want Smeargle gone more than anything else. If you like go Tailwind and like try to Spore Chien-Pao, but you're not faster than Chien-Pao, maybe. Yeah, if there's a crunch, you're not faster. You can Spore Zacian. That's actually fine. Special attack up, attack down. What would I do here if I were them? Probably protect Smeargle. But you could also just go for a Spore, because why bother protecting something that you don't care about having around anymore? I think I'd go for the crunch on Smeargle anyway. And Behemoth Blade Tornadus. Because, like, yeah, you could protect Smeargle, get a free Bleak Wind off. Swap Smeargle into Zamazenta makes sense, too. Yeah, okay. Fine. Get the crunch. Can I get a defense drop? That would be nice. No. Bleak Wind. Miss the Chien-Pao. Yeah! Since y'all are faster, I don't really care if I get speed dropped. Yeah, sure, whatever. Wake up! Yeah! There we go. Now we're cooking. Oko. Since you didn't get a speed drop on Pow, if you go back to Smeargle, I can stop it from clicking Spore. This is bait. This is totally bait. They want me to Terra Ghost and lock in Crunch against the Calyrex. Do I do it anyway? No, I think I gotta get out of here. Who's the most useless now? Probably Cobalion can come in here. Could easily be a double up on Zacian is what I would think. Okay, it's Protect. I knew it was bait. I didn't think it would just Protect. Heavy Slam. Okay. We still alive. I'll take it. Your Tornadus is gone. Last turn of Tailwind. Is Iron Defense gonna get me anything? I think I want to... I kind of want to double their Calyrex, but they should double my Zacian here. I'm gonna double their Calyrex. They could just double Zacian with Astral Barrage Body Press. Ooh, Cobalion goes down to 1 Astral Barrage. That's bad. Because now if they were targeting that, it gets redirected anyway. Life Orb Calyrex. Alright, we have a shot. Not amazing. We have a shot. You do what? You protect the Calyrex. If I lock in Ruination, I can't do enough. If I lock in Crunch, they could Tera around. I think I lock in Icy Wind. Tera Water, Muddy Water. Keldeo, you're gonna have to clean up. I believe in you, Keldeo. Icy Wind to slow things down, Muddy Water to blast them. And if Muddy Water misses, then whatever. Yeah, we get to protect. Got that call right. Is Icy Wind plus Muddy Water going to be enough to take out Zamazenta? We're Tera. We're Splash Plate. We're a Keldeo. We're Modest even. So all we got to do is get the damage. And it misses! Goodbye, Chen Pao. Well, we got one speed drop. There's no way we're going to be faster than Calyrex, though. Aqua Jet, go! I'm sorry, Keldeo. Well, they have Wide Guard. Good to know. Doesn't matter. Since I'm not faster anyway. Bonk. I guess what? I could have been Sash, Live Astral Barrage, and then you're worried about Muddy Water there? I guess that makes sense. Well, we tried. I don't think that Muddy Water was going to KO Zamazenta anyway. And the Astral Barrage one-shotting Cobalion is rough. Probably should have swapped out Zacian to save it, but get a trainer card. Alright, here we've got Koraidon Zamazenta with Tornadus, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Chi-Yu the Fish. Keldeo is a lot weaker in the sun. Chen Pao is a lot weaker when they have such fast mons. Under Tailwind. Zacian has the small issue of being weak to fire even after Tera. Dragon Tera Cobalion seems pretty cool, actually. I think I'm going to go with that. Plus Pao. Try to get some early speed control if possible. And then Keldeo Zacian. Could be Virizion. No, Virizion doesn't do anything for me here. Aurasphere is okay into Zamazenta. But Keldeo is stronger by a significant degree. 116 versus 188. So I think the Secret Sword probably does more anyway, even with Zamazenta's defense boost. Especially because we can lower its defense with Chen Pao, which does apply to Keldeo's signature move. Yeah, guess that's what I'm going with. Terrakion here probably wouldn't be the play. No trainer card. Yeah, because Terrakion is weak to fighting. So, I mean, most of my team is weak to fighting. Despite being fighting. Alright, Chi-Yu Tornadus. So much fun. You love to see that. Alright. Speed order will reveal that we're Scarf unless they're not Scarf. We are faster than the Chi-Yu. If they're Scarf, they now know we're Scarf. They probably Tailwind Fire move. I could Dragon Tera Body Press Keldeo. Chen Pao, get out of here. We're gonna need to take some hits. Keldeo can take some hits. As long as it's not Bleak Windstorm right off the gate. Next turn it might be Bleak Windstorm. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Okay, no Terra from Chi-Yu is fantastic. I love to see this. Heat Wave, thank you. That does way too much, your specs. Right? Yeah, get out of here. What? What was that? That was some damage. Woo-wee. Cobalion. You need to get your special defense up. What? Alright, well, we got rid of the Chi-Yu. That's nice. Zamazenta is here. Zamazenta... I mean, Tornadus can probably KO both of these now. Yeah, we don't have much special defense here. That makes sense then. These will both probably go down. We can stall out one turn of Tailwind with a double protect. And then you have to actually connect your Bleak Windstorms, unless you just Rain Danced here, calling the protect. Oh no, it's worse than that. It's a free Iron Defense. And Icy Wind. You're telling me I could have just double attacked, and it would have worked. Okay. Good to know. I guess the only damage I can really do with Cobalion is try to heavy slam this Tornadus, launch a Muddy Water, and probably get KO'd. Yeah, Keldeo's done. +3 body press by Keldeo. And then Icy Wind single target might do it. Nope. Let's go. Let's go, Cobalion. You did something. Bonk. That did nothing. Alright, Zacian. Let's see what you can do. Last turn of Tailwind, at least. I could, what, protect? Protect? Seems like the prudent thing to do. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could let Cobalion go down here to get Chen Pao on the field, but Scarf Chen Pao is not going to catch Zacian under Tailwind the next turn when they set Tailwind up, and it'll make the body press hurt even more into Zacian. And they're going to Terrassalize their Zamazenta. Into... That's probably game-winning. We have the opportunity to crit the Zamazenta, but other than that, yeah, we can't Sacred Sword through the defense boosts anymore. Yeah, you go Icy Wind. My Zacian is still fast, so you have to Tailwind. Crit Behemoth Blade into Zamazenta. You don't Tailwind, so I get the chance to crit here. I did! It's not enough! No! No! They crit back! No! No! You see, kids, this is what happens when you don't EV train your Terrakion correctly. Oh, okay, so crit Behemoth Blade doesn't do it. Even at +1, yikes. Zamazenta's probably just too good, yeah. If I'm being real. Zamazenta's kind of crazy. Don't have Sucker Punch either, so. Locking in Crunch. Koraidon in the back is gonna eat my soul. Oh, yeah, not gonna come to that. Maybe you're super slow and super bulky and I'm actually faster. I am. Crit. No! Oh, a defense drop. Maybe that'll save me. It's only +2 body press. Ow! Ah, good game to my opponent. That iron defense ruined me. Like, I probably had a chance before that, but after that, nah. Good game. Get a trainer card. Alright, Koraidon, Shadow Rider with Rillaboom, Incin, Fluttermane, and Clefairy. Pretty good stuff they got over there. Zacian does not like to see Incineroar, but Keldeo doesn't mind it. Keldeo's problem is everything else. Setting the sun, having psychic moves, having fairy moves. We're gonna go with Keldeo. Virizion doesn't seem terrible, just because we have Taunt. Iron Defense Cobalion is interesting as well, if we can get one of those off right away. Electric Seed does not work here, unfortunate. But I think it's Pow and Zacian in the back, just for offense. In terms of speed, Chen-Pao should be faster than their whole team, unless they... it's probably speed boosting Flutter in the Sun, so that'll be faster than Chen-Pao? No, that'll speed tie Chen-Pao if they're like the Sash Max speed set. So there's that. And then Zacian should be faster than. No, it's not faster than Koraidon. If it's Jolly Koraidon, I mean. Which probably not. But if they get a Flame Charge, then. But even with Flame Charge, Chen-Pao should be faster. Oh, good trainer card. Koraidon, Fluttermane. Fine. Very much not fine. Speed boosting Flutter. I see no reason for them not to gleam Collision Course. Just click the go button. Do I burn Tera on Keldeo to get a hit in? I could Aqua Jet the Flutter. No, I think I'd burn Tera, Secret Sword, Protect. Get some damage on the Koraidon here. Because then presumably, unless they doubled up Keldeo, Keldeo will still be around and able to Aqua Jet that Flutter's Sash away. But we'll see. It's Moonblast into Keldeo. We eat that because of the Tera. Surprised no Dazzling Gleam, but whatever. Here's a Secret Sword. Not bad damage into Koraidon. Alright, if we let both of these go down... might be okay. Aqua Jet plus Heavy Slam, try to take out Fluttermane if they allow it. Probably don't allow it. We'll at least get this Aqua Jet. Flutter's Sash is no longer an option. Just Moonblast Collision Course again? I don't have anything that could swap into a Collision Course on this team. Yep, here's Collision Course. I don't think we live this, but Cobalion, come on? Nah. Are you Life Orb or are you Clear Amulet? It's important. It looks like they're probably Clear Amulet, so Icy Wind won't work. Alright, they don't know that we are Scarf Chen Pao. So they're gonna attack Zacian. And Moonblast, maybe? Maybe Icy Wind? If we win the speed tie, we can probably probably have to lock into Crunch. Which if they have Incineroar means Zacian has to handle that, but it's fine. Crunch there. We'd have to win that speed tie. And presumably they would Fire Tera and hit Zacian. Yeah, there's a lot that has to go right, but we can still win this. They didn't Fire Tera, protect Koraidon. Protect Koraidon. They didn't protect Koraidon. We win the speed tie against Fluttermane. Take that out. And they Flame Charge Chen Pao. Which we should still be faster than their Koraidon. But our Zacian is no longer faster than Koraidon, so that's a problem. So if I just clicked Play Rough there, it would have worked. Huh. Ha ha ha. Well, that didn't go as poorly as it could have, but it did not go well. If that Flame Charge was into Zacian, we would have been alright. But still, they could have Incineroar here, and it's, like, over. Clefairy? Yeah, what am I going to do against Clefairy? I'm going to Crunch toward the Koraidon, try to catch it like that, and then Behemoth Blade the Clefairy, but if you just Flare Blitz my Zacian, what can I do about it? I just protected. Alright, if it was Clefairy, Calyrex in the back, we'd probably lose. Because Follow Me would force us to double into Clefairy, and then Shadow Rider gets to Astral Barrage. Our Chen Pao would be... Our Chen Pao would still be full health, though. And our Zacian could be at full health. We take that... Yeah, if we had Play Roughed, and if we were faster than their Koraidon, we could have won that. Dang. Yeah, because if we Play Rough and we're faster, we won the speed tie against Fluttermane, that's gone. Play Rough hits Koraidon first, hopefully, if they're not Jolly, that's gone. Clefairy, Calyrex. Clefairy uses Follow Me because it has to avoid the Crunch, or they could just be a defensive Tera on Calyrex. But the Astral Barrage would bring us both to half, and then next turn we would be faster. Crunch. If it lives Crunch, we can Astral again before Zacian moves. So maybe not. I'm going to try to Crunch the Koraidon again, but it's not going to happen. Silly Clefairy. Incineroar would have also won the game here, but what can you do? Oh, defense drop. Let's go. Yeah, they don't seem to be max speed Koraidon because they never like got the speed tie against our POW. So we probably were faster with Zacian. But it doesn't matter. Good game. Thank you for having a trainer card. Alright, we're back. First of all, I'm going to see if I can get a fixed rental code and put it in the description below with a better Terrakion. But we'll see about that one. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This team, it did not do very well. It did about as well as expected. We fought some real teams and one non-real team. We were actually able to get the win there, barely. But anyways, thank you, the Urban Ranger, for making this team. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy. And, alright. Peace.